Hi, I'm Tim Smith, the Chief Leaf at the Tea Smith in Omaha, Nebraska. Welcome to the world of tea. Today we're going to talk about tea and caffeine. Caffeine is found in the leaves and seeds of a variety of plants and berries, including coffees and teas. In the plant, it acts as a naturally occurring pesticide as it protects the plant against certain insects. Though consumed in plants and beverages since the Stone Age, as recently as the early 20th century, some thought caffeine injurious and dangerous and sought to have it outlawed. Today, we still have a love-hate relationship with caffeine, but find that for most people it has positive effects when not used to excess. The questions most people want to know about caffeine in teas center around which teas have caffeine and how much caffeine is there in the various types of teas. We also want to answer questions about decaffeinated teas. The easiest question first. Which teas have caffeine? The answer? All do. Next question. Actually, all teas have caffeine, as this is naturally occurring in the plant, and all teas come from the same plant, so all teas have caffeine. Okay, how much? This question is a bit more difficult as the amount of caffeine varies with the type of tea, the variety of the plant, the growing and processing conditions, and the leaves used in making the teas. As a general rule, tea has about half or less the amount of caffeine as in a cup of coffee. The caffeine in teas is most concentrated in the buds and the young leaves of the plant. The larger leaves and the stems of the plant have much less. So teas that have a higher portion of the bud and tender leaves will have more caffeine. For example, the finest white teas are made from buds and young leaves, so it follows that they have more caffeine than many other teas. This is a surprise because white teas have a light flavor and have been advertised as low or no caffeine teas. The other interesting thing about caffeine in tea is that it is released into the body more slowly than coffees and sodas. In tea, the caffeine is attached to the polyphenols, which enter the body through the digestive system and have a gentler effect. Sometimes you will hear the caffeine can be removed from tea by infusing it for 30 seconds, then discarding the water and reinfusing. Wrong. Studies have shown that it takes 6 to 8 minutes to get most of the caffeine out. As one factory owner once told me, if it was that easy, I would not have had to spend tens of thousands of dollars on decaffeination process machinery. Yet another myth debunked. The preferred process uses pressurized CO2. The caffeine adheres to the gas and is stripped from the tea. Now, some of the flavors and antioxidants are carried along as well. Hence, you will notice that good decaffeinated teas are more expensive than those that have not undergone the process. Also, like coffee, there is a small amount of caffeine left, usually less than 3% after it's undergone the process. So, in summary, all teas naturally have caffeine. Teas have roughly half the amount of caffeine as does coffee. Teas made from the youngest leaves and buds have more caffeine than teas with stems, etc. Caffeine is ingested through the digestive system and then distributed throughout the body. Remember, it's a big world. Drink it up.